Buying your first home is very overwhelming. Okay. I know I've been there, done that, literally wrote the book. I wrote a book about this. So, hey, everybody. My name is Jocelyn, and I am the founder of Real Estate Prep, which is a community for first-time home buyers that are looking for the tools, tactics, and resources that will help them confidently purchase their first homes. So again, buying your first home is so overwhelming. There is so much information out there. You don't even know what the heck to believe. Like, and if you're anything like me, you more than likely ask family and friends that either have been through it or recently just purchased. You more than likely did some Googling, to figure out what you can find. And you probably still ended up where I was, which was feeling overwhelmed because all this information is over my head. Either you're talking about flipping, you're talking about investing, 10 doors. It's just not giving what it needed to give for me, which is why I felt like creating a community, for first-time home buyers was something that I was really passionate about because we don't know what we don't know, and I feel like my goal, I know that my goal is to humanize the home buying process for you guys. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I will walk you through the things that I learned. I will walk you through the things that I wish I would have done. And I will walk you through my successes because ultimately, like, my home journey was a success. Like, everything that could have went well, from getting assistance from, the seller to like knocking down the purchase price, like great interest rate, like your girl had it together, but it didn't start off that way, like it did not start off that way. Like, I started the home buying process back in like 2016, 2017. And I had a really good agent, a really good lender at the time that really held my hand and filled in the gaps for the things that I didn't know. But ultimately, it was my finances that like warranted that I wasn't ready. Like I had a lot of student loan debt at the time, and my debt to income ratio was very high. We'll talk about that as well, but I'll probably put a little description of what that is somewhere on the screen. And they basically told me, like, listen, girl, we know you got this good job. We know you're paying on these student loans, but it's not enough. You're being outbid, which I was being outbid on the offers that I put in because I didn't have a strong enough loan amount for the area that I was living in. Like, I thought it was good, but looking back now, I'm like, girl, you should have not been looking for it. Like, but they eventually came and was honest with me because it was limited inventory for what I was approved for. So I basically took a step back, moved back in with my mom, and set up a whole game plan to pay off my student loans. Again, that was my main source of debt at the time. And so I paid it off. Fast forward, a couple of years later, I'm a homeowner, and I'm in such a good place because I entered into a debt-free, which allowed me to get pre-approved for a lot. Okay. Now, was I going to use all that? Absolutely not, because I got other investments that I'm locked into. But it made me feel good that the work that I have put in, was worth it. And I'm in a new build. I'm in a new home. Ain't nobody else been here but me. Okay. But it was a stressful process. Building a home from the ground up is not for the weak. Okay. It's not for the weak. But you're going to love it here. If that's what you really want, you're going to absolutely love it here. So that's what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about my journey in further detail. I'm going to give you examples of the things that went well. I'm going to give you examples of the things that did not go well. And I'm going to keep it completely honest. Like, my goal is to humanize this process for you. So feel free to leave any questions that you have in the comment box below. And if I don't know the answer, I'm going to be completely honest with you, and I'll more than likely refer you to someone else because I'm an investor. Like, I'm an investor, and I follow and I'm connected to other really good investors. So whatever I don't know, more than likely I can help you find. And if you are interested in some of the other things that I've done, I was a host. I had a podcast, again, called Real Estate Prep. Streaming wherever you listen to podcasts, Apple, Spotify, Android, Stitcher. I don't know the other ones. I'm an Apple girl. So like, that's where I was listening. But yes, I have tons of great episodes. I have lenders, agents, other investors on there. Like, I give a little bit more about my experience on there, but for now, like, I'm sticking to YouTube. Because I want to give you bite-sized content and make sure that it's digestible. And again, it's about humanizing it versus those episodes that are about 30 to 40 minutes a piece. Still good stuff. Let's be clear, because I do things of quality. But I also am very busy. And Miss Quad is very busy. If you listen to Watch Marriage Medicine, that's what she used to say. Miss Jocelyn is very busy. So I just don't have the time to give those 40-minute interviews and episodes, but I do have the time to sit and give you 5 to 10 minutes of bite-sized content that you can digest and ask me more questions about. So that's what I'm going to do. But if you want to listen to the former episodes, please do. Again, Real Estate Prep across all streaming platforms. I'm also on Instagram. I have tons of good content on there. I have videos, reels, all of that. Okay. So that is also Real Estate Prep Pod on Instagram. And then I also have a blog, and I host all of my podcast episodes on my website, as well as other resources that you might find helpful, like checklists and things like that help me through the process. And that is realestatepreppod.com. So I'll pop that somewhere. I'm still learning. Y'all got to be patient with me, but this is going to be fun. So again, leave any questions that you have below. And I'll see you guys on the next video, where I'll talk about the number one thing that I wish I would have done differently. That is going to be the next video. So stay tuned, and I'll talk to you guys later.